webinar. It went over 1.5 hours. So today I really want to make it short and sweet for you so that you can really take away the main point. So today's topic is 3 steps to AI-powered selling a real estate edition. So basically the 3 steps is very simple. It depends on your traffic source, like how do you get traffic attention? Then in the middle, how do you engage and nurture? And then the third part is how do you convert them? However, today we are going to share like 3 main things, 3 main steps. We may not be able to cover everything, but good news is that it's okay if you like the sharing today. Just gonna be upfront to you, like there's no upselling to any course. However, we do have a real estate summit this end of the month, working work at UOB Plaza One. So and then working with some other tools, marketing tech tools that we believe will add benefits to real estate professionals like marketing and sales, right? It's really to expose you all to tools that gonna help you, right? So today is more about the mindset and strategies. Now, a lot of people, right, they think that they have bad quality leads and they are not getting enough leads. However, after really I've been working in real estate myself as a project planner, overseeing sales and marketing as well as project. So it really gave me the opportunity to look at real estate at a very holistic view. However, if you open up social media, right, that's where most of realtors, real estate agents, generate leads, right? You can see that a lot of people are treating advertisement as marketing, but advertisement is not marketing. It's not just about blasting ads, blasting your posts. Advertisement is only part of marketing. And I realized that a lot of realtors, real estate professional can do way better when we learn what marketing really is. I was from a sales background more than 15 years as well. And I realized that by not learning marketing, I really don't know a lot of other tools and strategies that can help to make sales easier than it is today, right? And I actually had run a poll. I'm not sure you all got uh, uh, already participate. Yeah, so are you guys able to see the poll? Save as leading poll. Yeah. So it's like maybe I can have a show of hand. Sorry, you can select it now. Like how many here feel you need more leads to close more deals? Because I'm sure uh a lot of us are complaining like not enough leads. What if I share with you today and really show you that it's not about the leads problem, but it's about our 3 steps, which is how we get traffic, how we attract the right leads, and then how we engage and nurture with them, and then the sales conversation for the conversion, the last part. Okay, 5 out of 5 says it's because really don't really feel that not enough leads, right? Okay, cool. So today I'm gonna share you, even break it down live for you as well. I think thanks for those who have shared. Christina just joined. Welcome, welcome. Please yeah, can share with me like why you're here or what's the main objective that you want to learn today. Okay, so okay, so just to share with you, right? I was in real estate for as a project planner, overseeing sales and marketing, and other than that, I also work as a sales agent as well. And then I got arranged to run ads full time, right? I prefer and I find a lot of joy in running ads because that time we really got a lot of great leads and results. And after really learning, having the opportunity to learn from Singapore and Malaysia and all that, I decided that, hey, how about I share out whatever that I've learned, right? And I realized that it's not just about the ads quality, but it's also the way how we follow up, how we converse with the leads that turn the conversion from low to high, right? It's like when I was working in a team, others were asking me, Steph, how come you got so many appointments, but other team, they are having 1 or 2 appointments, but I managed to get like 12, 16 and all that. So I realized that it's not just about ads. Ads is very important, how we run it, but also how we follow up, how we reply, how we converse with our leads are very important. And I also shared the system that I'm sharing today, also on Marek, one of the biggest Malaysia real estate conference as well, and also train other developers on adopting the system. And I also was sharing the stage alongside Melvin Lim from PropertyLimBrothers. How many of you know him? Can type yes in the group chat. So this was like a fantastic experience because when I was a property agent, I watched a lot of Melvin Lim's video and learned how he analyzed property for leads, for buyers, for his audience, and that's how he get really like evergreen leads. So people come to him to look for property instead of him chasing after leads. So this is where I realized there's a gap in Malaysia market. Like if only our real estate agent also adopt these strategies, then we do not need to keep chasing after leads and worrying about sales this month, next month, the following month and quarters, right? And other than that, right, I realized that whatever I shared, you can follow me on LinkedIn. You can look for me, Stephanie Lam, and very happy that my content actually get recognized as number 2 in LinkedIn Malaysia. I share a lot on conversion and sales. So really just to share this to you because whatever that we're sharing online, if we want to stand out, we need to add value consistently, and then we can attract a lot of better quality leads. So if you're having leads problem like quality very low, a lot of spam leads, a lot cannot afford one way you can start is really creating more content that is of value. However, this part is often not covered, but today I'm going to share with you how. So this is how I also get to secure opportunity to work with quite big brands, real estate brands, namely SimW, Propnex, Cornerstone, even before Cornerstone, merged, right? And then MIEA as well, right? And some Sarawak real estate developers as well. Yeah, so just sharing the topic that I deliver, so will be shared today as well. So the reason why leads are what we think they are, really like low quality, no reply, ghosted. Once they ask about pricing, you send them the brochure, they ghost you. Is because we are at a post-trust era. You see, before we enter this post-trust era, people don't have Google. People really rely on salespeople to learn about a product. But fast forward today, everything, every information about a product is within our reach. It's within a Google or a Chat GPT away. So that's why and you also can see, right, a lot of jobs are being retrenched today, are no longer valid. And I think this is really a wake-up call for all of us, especially we are from sales, right? Because I was from sales for more than 10 years before I really pivoted into digital marketing and marketing full time, right? It's really a wake-up call. Like actually, sales jobs are very easily replaceable with AI chatbot now. However, if you look at the way property agent reply nowadays, right, it's all copy and paste. So what make you think that developers or agency cannot replace the sales job with AI chatbot, right? So, and AI chatbot nowadays is not very expensive. Even the automated WhatsApp, right? If you can use Respond.io, it's only like 199 USD per month. So it's really cheaper than paying an agent 3%, right? And it's also a wake-up call because I also realized, okay, what will make our prospect pay 3% to a real estate agent? So it also make us think, what can I do beyond just selling, just transaction? It's really about being the expert in our field, right? Because if people want information, they can use ChatGPT. They can find this project info, that project info, and then they can, compare. But if you can see the ads that we see, property ads, is all about the same, similar. Later on, I'll break it down live with you as well, which is why we need a better approach. So I'm sure all of you attend this webinar today is also to want to stand out in your industry. Does all of you agree? Like it's really like getting very saturated. If you agree, you can type yes. Like it's hard to stand out, and a lot of leads ghosting, right? It's actually like ghosting as in not replying. It's actually a very obvious sign already. Like people are only seeing you as a brochure. You carry a brochure, and then they compare pricing, and then once they got it, they don't care already. They just going to go to whoever who give them the cheaper price. However, there's also another alternative. They will look for people that they trust, whether it's content creator, property reviewer, property consultant, like the real consultant, which is area specialist or industrial specialist, commercial specialist, residential specialist in certain area. So this is really a wake-up call to us to set higher level and be beyond, really expand our identity, be willing to be beyond what we are used to do already. Because what we used to do can already be replaced by AI. In fact, AI can do it better because if you test AI, right, ChatGPT, you can get better reply than a human way of reply, right? And the biggest threat, right, for all of us is we are seen as similar. That's why you get a lot of leads. And guess what? Leads, when they submit their info or click the WhatsApp, send me more info, etc., right? They are already seeing it as a pasar malam or a grocery store. And it's hard to stand out or differentiate if it's just like picking things off the shelf, unless we stand out, unless we choose to really conquer a category, be it Subang Jaya area, for example, or Petaling Jaya or Mongkiara area. It's like we really need to be thought leader where people go to for advice. Then it's easier for you to win. And we really need to be aware because there is really a lot of retrenchment in the sales industry as well. Although, yes, sales will always be important. But if we are doing whatever AI can do, then it's really time for us to ask ourselves, is there any new skill that I can get? So, for example, copywriting skill, marketing skills, SEO skills, or even AI skills, right? And how to create or work better with AI. So, which is what we are going to cover today. And there's also approach in terms of how we approach leads, right? Are we in a servant or a consultant mode? Servant is like very customer service. It's like high pitched voice, like, how may I help you today? Is it okay if I give you a call today? So it's very customer service, but consultant can be like, hey, Mr. So and so, buying property is a high ticket decision. I'm sure you will need more time and more information to make the wisest decision for yourself. Therefore, I really encourage that you come for appointment or a consultant with me, and then I can show you and walk you through the steps and all that. So it's really very different. And it's more like leading is a leadership already, leading the customer to their desired outcome instead of just selling it. If we really want to be seen as a consultant, that's why we also have like consultative selling framework where we train developers, sales team as well, and some agencies on adopting the modern kind of consultative selling. Right. Okay, now let's get into the meat of the content today. So, why ads and leads don't equal sales anymore? All right. Because there's too many generic ads that buyers scroll past. And I'm sure because if you are in real estate, right, I'm sure you also see a lot of your competitors' ads. And buyers don't want another condo ad. They want something that feels meant for them. Now I'm going to show you what does that mean. And if you don't know your ideal client profile, your ad will be very broad and vague and easy to ignore. So I'm going to open up the ad library. And I'm going to show you. If you're running ads, perhaps you already know this, and it's really a great place to find inspiration. And not just find inspiration, it also seeing how the market is doing, what kind of ads are people seeing. Yeah. Let's say, okay, maybe I type a project. Yeah. So most ads, right, they don't have a clear ideal client profile. Meaning, if it's a marketer way, right? Or like if you have marketing strategies that are more effective, when you receive a property project, you would have brainstorm with your team on who's the best client based type of personal of customer avatar. Avatar means are they really like in their early 30s or late 20s looking for their first property, so first time home buyer? Or are they a growing family? They want to upgrade their home to bigger ones. Or are they empty nester? They're retiring, they very tired, want to take care of landed, they want to switch to condo. So without having this avatar in mind, right, it's very hard to write ads that speak to specific target. So a lot of people, right, they think ads targeting means the meta ad manager. So just adjust the setting. But because the algorithm is so strong nowadays, you really need to focus on your creative, the ad creative, which is this, and the ad copy and the headline here, right? So as you can see, it's very vague. It's not speaking to a specific group of people. Like, are you looking to upgrade your homes? Or are you parents looking to upgrade your homes? Or are you retirees looking to downgrade your home to a place where you can retire without being so tired and with tidying the home and all that, right? And then more and more. So if you scroll through the ad library, most of it are like this, look like this. So it's like the features and the brochure and WhatsApp, and it's like most of it are like that. So the only way where you can win is, okay, you can use more creative add creative like video, like images. So yeah, which is cool too, but you don't take my word for it, but you can go and test it out yourself. For example, let me find an English one. This one is mixed, so maybe it's targeted. No, this one is Korean news, sorry. So this one are also the same, but if we can improve the ad copy by really adding more ideal client profile, you can test it and you can see improvement in the result. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. Like you can go into ChatGPT. Like this is one. Take it and help me identify the ICP. ICP is ideal client profile, meaning who would this property fit best to? You can even use AI now to do the research for you. It's in Ara Damansara. Help me research. Help me to research. So let's see what happens. So who's the ideal client profile? So it's like middle to upper middle income household around this. So preferably couple, right, who's already like making at least 4K per month. So it says here like 33 to 55 years old, location appeal, this target group values excellent connectivity. So you can really take this keyword to use in your ad copy and even in the way you reply to follow up with your leads as well. Healthcare. So they would like schools, they would like healthcare, access to malls. Now observe this process of refining the ad copy. It's really to think like a marketer instead of just a salesperson, because salesperson is push, push, push. But a marketer is all about pull. How do you attract? How do you pull ideal client in? How do you put them in so that you don't need to keep chasing? So these are the steps to be more precise in the way we attract, right? And then property affordability and all that, right? So critique of the original ad, you can ask ChatGPT to critique. Like what works? Okay, you emphasize the convenience, modern living, mention proximity to transport amenities. Now, what could be stronger? Because 60-meter, right? These ads only talk about this, but what does it mean? A lot of time, right? Property agent or us like to write about how many square feet, how many room, how long away from the MRT and all that. But what does it mean? So we need to story tell that benefit it out. We need to tell it out. Okay. So what does it mean? And then lack specifics and doesn't emotionally connect, meaning we are selling rational and logic, but it doesn't emotionally connect. Now, if you're staying 60 meters from the LRT, can you imagine how convenient it is? You someday when you don't feel like driving a car, you don't even need to drive a car, and you get accessibility to all around the KL. You can travel without a car and you can skip the jam while others are stuck in the jam. So you need to story tell the benefit, not just listing it out. Why? Because every other agents also do the same thing, right? So people don't buy based on logic. They buy based on emotion, then they justify with logic. Okay, so this is the revised ad, like Live Smart in Ara Damansara, Live Smart. Okay, contemporary homes for connected families and savvy investors. And then you will mention why. So like your daily commute just got smoother. Surround yourself with top-notch schools and like really like benefit like vibrant open air lifestyles all just minutes away, enjoy excellent highway. Now do you know you can even convert this, like let's say image ads, you can see image, there's a lot of image ads. Let me see, I can write property so that it's more specific. If we really want to stand out, because there's a lot of static image, right? If we want to stand out, we can turn it into video. Now, we can also use ChatGPT. Now, based on the best practices for producing ad creative video that converts, help me turn the above into a video script, like less than 1 minute. So I can use it as an ad creative. So you can actually turn the above into a video script. Now, this is how you can use AI to refine your approach. So it will mention to you like it will like recommend the visual, but you can see if you can do it or not. But this is how you can do it. Like 6 seconds to 20 seconds, what do you say and all that? And what's the call to action? Book a viewing today, or click learn more to find out how you can own property in the area. Now, yeah, so it will help you stand out because all these are static. So one way to stand out is also video, but no doubt static works quite well as well. And you can use video as a nurture, meaning you can upload it as a content as well. But if you want to use it as content, there has to be more value. Now, in terms of more value, later on, I'll share with you how to create content that has actual value to your leads. So far, have you learned something new today? Like from this process? If yes, can you please type Y in the chat so that I know? Thank you very much. So now you learned how not to create overly generic ads, because you see, if we click on an ad, let's say a property ad, we will see a lot of, the algorithm will push all the other property ads into our feed as well. So can you imagine, as a buyer or leads, we feel overwhelmed. So how we want to stand out is really to change our approach to stand out and be value first, value focused. They don't want another condo ad. They want someone to guide them. They want someone to tell them how to choose which area to buy. But do you see the problem or not? The ads only talk about the property, only talk how big. Let me show you the room. Let me show you the kitchen. Yes, those are very important, but they also need to be told why this area, why this location, this developer good or not. So those kind of sharing before they even want to view the house tour. No doubt house tour is good, because those who are really considering will definitely buy that. But later on, I'll share with you like, why we are missing out on a lot of opportunity if we only keep sharing house tour, floor plan. That's all, right? Okay, so as you can see, so most of the ads look like this. So this is part of our training, like when when we walk our participants through, right, we will get them to turn it into different formats as well. So you can see that a lot of time really to focus on the property itself, but people actually want education. Like, can you tell me more why this location and why this project but not the other? So actually that's what people want, right? If you yourself are investing or buying your next property, you would want those kind of info as well, right? Yeah. So now instead of guessing who will buy, so now we learn how to use ChatGPT on identifying actually who's the best segment that would want this project. Instead of chasing everyone now, we know exactly who would consider this project. And then we also know that what are the pain points, we can talk about. Now, because if there's no pain points, they will not be interested. So pain points means, are they worried about need to commute very long, very far to send their kids to school and then to rush for work some more, or they are worried about future resale value. So different avatar have different worries, right? So we need to be able to write towards those. So this is marketing already, right? Because when we learn all this, we pull people in instead of chasing people. And also talk to their aspiration. What do they want? Can we paint the future in their mind? Like, oh, do you want to come back to a home you feel safe? Like, is it a 2-tier, 3-tier security systems project? And why the area? Is it because it's safer or it's nearer to international schools and all that? We need to be able to speak to what they want, so that, for example, they can send their kids to international school, or everything is so nearby. So instead of selling the project right away, sell the area first. Sell the township story first, right? Because this is really how we can add value to our prospect and win their trust, win their interest in the area first. Then we create the desire for the project so that it's easier to sell, right? And then, of course, we need to be able to address objections as early as possible. Don't leave it very, very late in a conversation. Okay, so with this clarity, clear, if you're not clear, you can use ChatGPT, like how I demonstrated, so that you can speak directly, because that's actually how targeting works as well. So that your ad creative get more targeted, your ad copy, the writing also get more targeted. Because if you speak to everyone, that's why you are experiencing low quality leads. Because actually this project is not supposed to be for everyone. There is a 1, 2, or 3 ideal group one. So it's up to our job, our role as the sales to identify. So in terms of targeting, like meta setting and all that, it's preferably go broad instead of too targeted, because the algorithm nowadays is very strong already, right? And also keep A/B testing. If you find the old way is already not giving you the results that you want, that already is a clear sign, obvious sign that we really need to test new way. So just now, whatever I demonstrated is the new way that you can take it and really go and implement, because that's how we actually get results for our clients and really reduce the cost per leads and also cost per appointment as well, because we want better quality leads. So another prompt that you can try is really like act as a home buyer, mid-30s with 2 kids. Okay, what are my top 3 frustration, top 3 hopes, and what will make me trust a realtor's ad? So let's see, let us try, so that we can step in the shoes of the buyer and see what kind of ads they actually want. Mid-30, in KL, 2 kids looking for condo near public transport. So they are very frustrated with unclear or misleading ads, hidden costs and financial uncertainty, family needs overlook. So these are actually quite big indicators, meaning when we follow up, when we create content, when we write ads, right, we should be addressing all these 3 already, meaning clear ads. These ads clearly for which avatar. And then if they have financial uncertainty, can we offer, like, help them check financial eligibility and then guide them through, okay, how to apply loans, how to get pre-approval, how to know, like, how to apply loan and all that. Instead of just selling, right, we can guide them through to address their uncertainty, and then we can tell them the cost upfront, like, is there any hidden cost, and then family needs. So how we talk about the features, like, for example, instead of 3 beds, 4 beds, how about we have more than enough rooms for your growing family. So your kids do not have to share rooms or be squeezed into a room. There's even one extra room as a study room, for example. So you need more personalized, so that they can already start imagining how is it like to own the property. Okay, so top 3 hopes, like what they hope to see is like convenient, less stress, better future. So you can write all this, right? That appeal to them, like really can attract them. Smart, safe investment, better future. So what would make me trust a realtor's ad? Specifics, not fluff, transparency, right? And social proof and authenticity. So if you're relying heavily on ad, now bad news is you the content part, meaning our building our professional branding or personal branding, will be reaching the same level of importance, because ads is one part. Ad is bringing people in, but converting them, you need trust as well, which is what we're going to cover in the next 1 minute, which is the trust funnel, right? How do we build trust so that we can convert them? Because pulling them in, one thing, okay, but converting them is another. Pulling them in is the job of a great advertising, but converting them is our job as the real estate agent, right? Okay, so far so good, everyone. If yes, please type Y or yes, so that I know you're still okay, right? So this is an example of a structure of converting ads or content, right? There's a hook, there's an insight, there's a proof, there's CTA. Now, insight is very important, because insight is what helps us stand out and be recognized as a consultant, not just a salesman, push, right? It's like we tell them why most people choose this layout or this area, instead of just like, really like regurg on features, blah, 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 very long list features. We tell them why it matters to them. And then we give them proof. For example, 5,000 other families have trusted this project, bought this project because of what? 1, 2, 3 reasons we can share. And then the CTA, we can use a slightly non-pushy way, because that's actually how to reduce the sales resistance. Because if we only use CTA, right, you can apply it and see it for yourself, see the results difference, right? If we don't use a slightly mellower CTA, like sign up now or register now, is too fast, then people will be resistant to click. But if you can use something like learn more, or join our next webinar, or join our next open house, right? Join, learn more, instead of sign up now, register now, view now. So maybe people need more information, then they will do that. They will sign up, they will register, but not at this point. So how do we make it easier for them so that they won't hesitate, so that they can come and learn more? So we can really test this CTA. This is where I see a lot of people fall off as well. Now, step 2, what's wrong with the all realtor funnel, right? It's like we all want to run ads, call leads, close. That's what we expect. but without warming up, right? Without introducing them, sending them information, not brochure, information like analysis, we get zero authority. Now you see property content creator, they are doing very well. Heng, anyone know Heng? I'm sure you guys know Heng. You guys know is it Stay Work Property? Like all those and then I'm sure you all also follow some property content creator influencer, right? Why people love them? Because they have authority. They gain their trust already. How they gain people's trust? By depositing so many information and knowledge to you all, to us, right? For example, Heng, Sean Tan. Why his content always got 10 over thousands of view, 100 over thousand view? Why developer pay him so much to review property, right? It's because he's already done his work, meaning he's built so much trust, gives so much value that people naturally come to him already for advice. So that's why what's stopping us, all right? And for example, he also used his strength, his personal strength. He is an architect background, so he knows plans, he knows workmanship, he knows project things like why design this way is good, this type of finishing nice or not, this type of finishing not nice, why, what should you be aware of, for example. So he uses his background. For example, if you're a doctor, you can use your own background. If you are selling hardware before, then you can use whatever your strength is, right? So really hone on your strength. For example, I'm a very research type of people, meaning I love research. So when I was the property sales, I help my prospect, my buyers to research. Instead of selling them, I help them research the location, the area, why this area versus this, and really give them proof. Really screenshots from iProperty across the platform showing them, hey, if you buy this area, these are the rental yield that you can expect. And over the years, it's a positive trend, right? So we need to share more things like that and provide proof. So why? Because modern buyer very smart. Like information is really just a click away. So before they come and see you or want to book appointment with you, they already do their research. Or they will not reply you, they go do research first before they come to say something to you. Right? Because they don't want to be close. They don't want to be forced to buy even before they can digest it. That's why if we don't create content that can help them in this gathering information phase, then we will not stand out. We will just be seen as another salesperson, right? So instead of, and also I know a lot of like agents also buy leads, right? Buy contact leads, exchange leads also got cold call, but instead of going that way, right, that's better way. Not saying cold call doesn't work, cold call works, but if you really don't like it, and even cold call, when you cold call, you can also build trust. Like starting with value first. Hey, are you still looking for this area? I actually have a research done on this area. Would you like to assess it, for example? And then you really must do the research and really, or you can turn it into a content that address FAQs, frequently asked questions, objections, lifestyle concern, and really have conversational follow up that sound human, not scripted, not like like a lot of just really sending brochure. I have an example. Let me see. Let me show you the example. Because I didn't include in that like. So one of the way I work with developers to improve their sales teams, reply and follow up is by really really looking at how salespeople reply, right? Like for example, this one is like same W one, but you can see there's no questions, there's no follow up, there's no question asked, right? Like thank you for registering. In the meantime, to let me know if you need anything. That's it, right? So this one have a question, ended with a question. So it encourages conversation. So this one don't have a question, but name card, brochure, blah, 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 very long, features oriented, and then name card and brochure. This is the standard across the industry, right? But will you reply? If not, how would you improve? I would add question and I would ask first before I send everything. That's how you actually encourage a reply, actually. For example, let me share. I really don't hope to expose anyone, but like for example, this agent very good. I mean not very good lah. It's like yeah, still features all the way and then pop, but there's no question asked. Very good as in is he or she very resilient, keep on sending, right? Keep on sending, like reply, never mind, I keep on sending to you the photo, the video. But what could have been improved is asking questions. So my question is like, is my job as a salesperson really just copy, send brochure, copy and paste? Because people can see if it's copy and paste one. Or is it to build connection, get to know the leads first, what they want, are they researching, or quite urgent want to move already? Things like that. Before we even send more info, can we ask? So this is consultative approach. So instead of like call sending, blasting is quite cold also. Without having conversation is quite hard. So other content ideas that you can consider is like house tours everyone will do, but if you are not doing, please do more because that one will help with those very near to want to buy. But how about others who are still researching, right? You can share client success story, like for example, why client like this project so much, uh, what they commented about your service. And then a day in the life of a builder is like really like make you seen as a human as well, not just a salesperson, right? And then answering FAQ is very, very popular because that's where you gain trust, right? Meaning if you can answer any question that your leads throw to you, it shows that actually you're quite pro. So how do we demonstrate that, right? Yeah, so it's really like a good opportunity and good format. And why we need different type of content at different level, not just house tour, is because there's different type of buyers one. Some they are really planning to buy 3 to 6 months later, or some even 1 to 2 years. We cannot rush it, but we can be there for them when they need it, right? And for those who very near to buying, yes, throwing discount would help, but throwing discount will only help this group. So meaning to say, whatever we are creating, the ads, the content, need to appeal to different type of buyer, not just one, right? They are all looking to solve a solution, not just buying a project. So we really need to consider that because a lot are in this phase actually, the awareness and consideration, right? So they want to discover, they want to learn. They haven't want to try. Try means come for viewing, have a feel of the showroom and all that, then buy. But this only a small part of it is here. There's a huge chunk that is at discover and learning. So how can we place ourselves there? Especially as agents, right? We don't have people doing marketing for us one. You may think, okay, some company provide leads, right? But leads is just part of it. Advertising is only small part of marketing. There's a huge part about building trust, building your personal brand, content marketing and all that. So this is that part. Really content that can solve different problem for different customer. And when you do content, you build trust, you deposit trust, and you not only can close the customer better because you already prepare so much content, you also get referrals because you're seeing different already, right? So yeah, so I'm just gonna show some demo, like for example, if you get, let's say, if you are doubting the way you reply, for example, like hi, name, I saw that you are interested in Ara Damansara project. This is the brochure and features. Okay, help me refine this reply to make it consultative, engaging with the leads. So you actually can use AI for brainstorming. Okay, maybe you are not using it 100%, but you can actually brainstorm better way of reply, more humanized way. So here is like, okay, conversational, consultative, value adding. Okay, so you can see you get two version already. Like instead of just sending you the brochure, may I ask what's most important to you right now? Convenience, good school for kids or long term. That way I can highlight the feature that matter most to you, not just generic list. Because generic, really everyone is sending it one. Like everyone, because I audit and I mystery shop a lot around the property as well. I mean the property industry. And then the second option, here's the brochure with all the details. What many families like about this project, you can add. So instead of robotic copy and paste, you can add what insights you can add one. Like, oh, actually, families like this because of what? Short walk, family-friendly facilities, the balance between lifestyle and future growth. Would you like me? So very important, you must add a question. You don't add a question, there's no engagement. When there's no engagement, there's no next. When there's no next, there's no appointment. When there's no appointment, then there's no sales up. So this is why it's not just about the lead quality, it's how we approach it as well. So far, so good, everyone. If you love this, please type yes in the chat so that I know you are still here. Thank you so much. Yeah, so if you really want, you can copy and paste how you usually reply. Then you ask ChatGPT, help me refine this to make it consultative and engaging. Okay, these two keywords, consultative, so that we earn trust, engaging, so that we keep the conversation flowing. Very, very important, right? So just to share with you, this is how I managed to get more reply than others. Meaning my colleague was getting like 2 reply, but how I can get 12, 16 reply. It's real story, and I even gain people's trust for them to send me their payslip. I can help them like check like eligibility, they can pass or not, and all that. It's really by consultative and engaging, right? So yeah, so one of the way, for example, is like, hi, I know buying a home feels overwhelming. So this one's very empathetic. Here's a quick checklist to make it easier. So we can prepare the checklist, we can prepare some PDF or a short video. So you can see some video that stand out, right? Not so much in Malaysia, but I did see one or two. But it's very normal in Singapore. It's like, are you cracking your head analyzing property in this area? Now, don't worry. I use 30 seconds to help cover all the property in this area. Watch this video to know more. So it's like you are helping people to analyze, you are giving value, you are guiding them, and you review all the property in the area for them. For example, if you are selling subsell, or even if you are selling project, you also can do similar thing. So it's how to add value to the buyer. Now, if you want to see more reply template, you can scan here and access. Right, I give everyone 3 seconds, 3 seconds. So this is to reward those who are paying attention because we are quite towards the end of the presentation already. Like scan to access, you can get um a reply format that you can use and replicate in your day-to-day follow-up. And please, thank you if you see improvement. Please do like let me know, like, hey Steph, this really work. Thank you. Because this webinar is free, right? You don't even have to spend hundreds or thousands. I've heard people spending 80K just to learn from guru, right? So I'm not that kind of guru, but yes, we do run training because we are training providers as well. But you can access this for free and really go and implement it. The fortune favors really those who take action. Okay, next. And we also have a free community in WhatsApp. So you can join for free. It's a community, so your contact will be private. So if you want to get access to free Q&A, because it's quite new lah, so we are hoping to run like twice a month so that you can feel free to join whenever you can, webinar or offline event. We do have once in a while offline event. Our last one was in May. So we are having one this month end. Our last one in May also like AI Marketing Summit. So this month is very focused on high ticket like real estate. Because that's where we see like a lot will be able to benefit by learning AI marketing, right? Not just about the fancy tools, but even with ChatGPT free one, then you can also make a difference and see the difference. And also exclusive event invite, marketing tools, discount, freebies, community support, and meetup. Because it will be very much more interesting if you can learn from others. For example, we also have realtors in our community. Getting a lot of leads from YouTube. YouTube is free, but how to do YouTube correctly, right? So I actually already invite him to this month-end summit to also share. He closed only two from YouTube, not ads, really just by uploading YouTube and really sharing the insights, whatever that I've shared with you here. And yeah, he's easily close to already. So that's why whatever that we are sharing is very different from what other agents are doing. But because the willingness to do it, to do something different that can bring the result. Okay, now next step 3, the AI-powered trust funnel. Now, ads alone is getting attention, correct? Everyone now can just start an ad. But although doing it correctly is another thing lah. That's why we also cover how to run your own meta ads, right? In this month end summit is because a lot of people are burning money. Let's say if you are, I mean, it's not unusual for people to be spending 50, 80K per month for bigger agency, right? Per month, 50 to 80K per month, but they don't even know what they are actually doing. They're using very outdated methodology, and that's where burning money. And the conversion is not like very high. That's why learning how to do it right is very important. And secondly, building the trust funnel, meaning don't stop at ads, continue on the touch points to build trust. Only with trust, you get appointment and deals. Okay, these are all marketing. And what AI changes is like I demonstrated how to make it more personable, how to make it resonate better. Because the copy is sharper instead of very general, generic like everyone. And then how do you nurture? How do you craft content and proof and all that into a trust building sequence? You can use AI to help you make it more humanized and consultative. And then conversation, how do you make it better, not pushy, right? And this is just an example of a funnel that we built, that we help to build up. So meaning a lot of people stop at the traffic source, like just get more leads, 100, 200, 500. And then we only look at CPL, cost per leads and number of leads, but we forget about all this entire system that actually continues to add value, like follow up, show them content, engage them, and all that. You cannot do it manually, right? It will be very, very tiring. But just to share with you, right, even running events or training, right, 50% of our conversion come from really sending all the nurturing kind of messages and content that get us back the 50% sign-ups one. So this one is really like sharing with you. People nowadays, they click ads. It's not because they're ready to buy. It's yes, they want to know more. Some of them, yes, ready to buy. But those that want to know more, you need all these in place. Step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, and all that. And then you need a CRM, of course, to capture and then like remarket, retargeting ads and all that. So you can see if you know this system, it's very crucial in driving results. Not just one touch point, like, oh, just run ads. Oh, just post something. Just share it. Just blast it. No, actually behind it, the real big boys, those who are getting a lot of good results, they know of the importance of this system. Really having multiple touch points. Now, this is what I mean by learning how to do funnel or ecosystem marketing. Because if we don't know this, we are missing out a lot on actually the more advanced method. Instead of chasing leads, cold calling, roadshows, even roadshow works. Here, you get the traffic, but you also need touch point 1 or step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and all this, so that you don't waste them. They are keep being surrounded. Keep going or keep inside your database. Okay, but keep inside database is one thing. How do we continuously engage them? Stay top of mind. TOM. Everyone, please type this word TOM. Top of mind. That's how you stand out. That's how you stop people from scrolling past you or your ads or your content and start trusting you, because top of mind means keep showing up in their feeds, in their WhatsApp, in their email. So all this we mix. Some we use email, then we push to WhatsApp. So it's different. But however, inside it can be webinar, workshops, consultation. For example, I used to help developer to run a first-time home buyer workshop. Nowadays, maybe you'll see more of this. Like some big developers, they engage property content creator to give talks, financial eligibility, how to improve your financial eligibility so that you can own houses. Now, as a property agent, what's stopping you to do that? You are the expert of your field. You are experts in helping people buy, sell house. So what's stopping you, right? If you look at Singapore, right, it's very normal. But of course, not everyone there adopt lah. Also, the big boys or the more advanced, they will start doing like how to sell your property first, or how to buy your property, your first property, or how to buy your second property. So all these really kind of attract leads. They are already quite warm one. They are really thinking about selling, or they are thinking about buying already. Now, how do we capture them? Right? So it's not just about sending WhatsApp or calling them. It's also creating opportunity to further engage them, either by recording a YouTube, coming out with a PDF checklist, or organizing workshops, right? You can even organize a workshop at your office, right? So yeah, so I even, work with some agency, help create slides for them so that they can use it with their team and can reach out to go corporate and do workshops, because corporate have more affordability. I mean, naturally, we assume that they have better affordability and are able to get loan, right? So it's really by playing smart and really hack the system. Right? So, and funnel also can also mean, for example, some of you might know this. Yeah, so don't stop at the ads and then use learn more. Don't like sign up first or register. I mean, you can test and see the difference. Okay, don't take my word for it. Like learn more. Next step to the landing page. And then you sell why people choose this. For example, choose this property. I know this is not a property example, but just showing you. And then talk to our sales team, or book my free personalized view or something like that. Home viewing or home tour. So we can play around with the words and make it like an easier ask, not like sign up now, but like learn more, and then create steps. Step 2, step 3. Right? And this is also an example. Like ads, lead magnet, we give them something, maybe first time home buyer checklist, we get them to want to download, then we capture their contact, and then we put a thank you page, for example. And this is a real estate example, but it's in Singapore. And then at the thank you page, we can add book a call or consultation, and then make it easy to book. Like you can use Calendly or cal.com, and then you can follow up with them if they don't book, and then you can use email to nurture, and then you can use YouTube content, social media content to nurture them. Because if we don't do this, right, like email, nurture, and content, there's no opportunity for us to keep in touch or keep contacting them. Of course, if you're doing this manually, it's very, very tiring. So you can use tools like automation tool, like Zapier, Pabbly, and then you can use WhatsApp automation tools as well. And then you can use email sender tools as well, right? So the lesson here is be willing to stand in your own brilliance and strength. For example, right, I'm sure a lot of you know PropertyLimBrothers. Let me show some of his this one is the last one already, because I don't want to hold you guys for so long because it's 12:30. I tend to go overboard a lot. So this one is last one already. Proper. I'm sure some of you seen. It's not because I'm promoting him, no. But I believe all of us here, all 8, 9 of you can do this. You don't need to be a pro. Like this, is it too late and all that? First look exclusive show flat tour. So you can see his video, right? His thumbnail, very attractive one. It will highlight one highlight of the property to hook you in, to want to watch more. Wow, exclusive first look. So how do you attract all that, right? But if you really do look at his house tour, right? He provide location analysis, he provide project analysis and floor plan analysis. So that's how he win people's trust so easily. He started from a 2-person team, 2-person team. Now he's 140 size, 140 and a media company. He's not just a real estate agency, but a media. They produce their own media. So you need to know who is Mel. Why is he so gang? Because he leaned onto his own strength. He's from banking and finance. He's naturally very good with numbers, with statistics. That's why if you watch his video and you really study how he break down property, instead of like just home tour, just showing you the kitchen and the bedroom, right? He really analyzed the statistic gao. People are sold to him already, even before he finish it. And that's why we need to lean on our strength. And technicality tends to stand out, especially in high ticket like real estate. Because people, yes, they will buy emotionally, but they will try to justify logically. So we need to help them. So if you're good with numbers, go towards the number, analyze breakdown. If you're good with art, go towards the art. If you're good with connection, people, then go towards the connection. So do what fits well with you. For example, do you know there's a real estate agent in Singapore? She's a single mother. So she used her identity. It's like, so she attract a lot of single mother clients because they will know like, oh, this real estate agent, she's a single mother, she will know exactly what I want, what I need, what's my struggle, what I want, right? So we will always tend to really be attracted to people very similar to us. For example, engineers. If you guys are engineer, you will realize actually you attract a lot of engineers, or you attract a lot of accountant if you are in accounting previously, right? So it's really be willing to stand in your own brilliance and strength and let it shine through your content, your branding. And also lastly, right, a lot of us, we thought people, once they click in the ads, one day, then we can call them, then in 2 days time, they can make the decision and pay the booking. If only is that true? Because if it's really that easy, we won't be paid 3%, 4%, 7% commission, right? There's difficulty. I mean, the challenges is getting higher and higher because can be replaced by AI. So now it's like, how do we make people willing to pay us the commission 3, 4, 5, 6, 7%? But of course, we need to show our expertise. We need to learn, continuously learn and be better, right? So no, but actually, versus the way how prospect want to buy, they want to research, survey across social media, ask friends, ask community, read content of content creator, right? Then maybe in 1 to 3 months, maybe they will come and book and then they will decide to buy. So really just showing you the reality, what we think and how they really buy are very different. So we really must match the way how our buyer buy. Okay, so really like last, are you still in the old way, or are you willing to adopt the new way, which is demand generation, meaning we generate demands, we give 70% value, we can reduce our sales message because nowadays it's still very high sales message, buy, sign up now. Value seek it, very little, like why should I buy this area? What are the insights you have? So versus like, can you give more value? Like why this area? How's the trend showing? The demand, the supply in the area getting lesser, supply of this kind of property getting lesser. Or is it what is it, right? So you need to show them the market insights and all that only you know. Us as agent, we know a lot more than people. Or is it like the developer reputable, the finishing very good, the material they use very good, the way it's designed, right? So one hack, right, that I will share because I was in project team before, I learned a lot from architect, from M&E, from even procurement team. like how they choose or select material. How is it designed? Why is it designed this way? When we learn more of the technicality behind, right, we are able to tell better stories, more meaningful stories. So if can, do work closely. Let's say if you're selling project, do work closely with project team. You will gain a lot of insights. And just to let you know, right, project team, meaning architect, engineer, project team, when they are asked to sell, right, customer, right, really love them because they can show it's like, oh, you see this finishing very good versus normal conventional is very very kasa, very rough work but here wow, like this door will show your status different because it's taller, how many meter taller and all that. So only they know the specificity, and we need to know that it can try to extract those kind of insights. Okay, so yeah, so do you want to adopt the old way or the new way, right? So yeah, and just to recap, generic ads don't work anymore, but I've shown you the way how you can be better. All funnel is broken, meaning click ads, book appointment, and then buy. It's not that straightforward. People have a lot of choices. They are researching all around, so we need to create that ecosystem. And AI-powered trust funnel means warmer leads, better conversion. Even personally, right, those leads who got in from looking at my content, studying content, it's really way easier to close. Actually, no need to chase them. They already sold to the idea, right? So yeah, so now it's like Q&A. Do you have any questions? And please do let me know. Everyone good so far? If good, please type good. Any question? Good. Okay. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Ellie. Maybe before you all leave, but can you type like one or two things that you're gonna apply after this webinar, so that we know that you are here. It's worth your time, and you took away something that you will apply instead of just staying inside your notebook and all that. Thank you, Raymond. Okay, good. So any question, please let me know. I'm still here. Yes, Ellie, asking questions to ensure a reply is a great tip. Yes, yes. A lot of time we are not getting reply is because there's no question asked. So that's one way that we can get reply. And also invite people. And also lastly, for those who want to know also, right, we actually have very in-depth training as well. So yeah, if you want to learn more, please do just join our free community. It's where we share more, and it's